to a fight.
Yes, because he then came out the room and said to me, why are you trying to take advantage of your mother? And I said to him, I am not trying to take advantage of her. This conversation is between me and my mother.
No, it isn't.
Mind your business.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Is that your mother's husband?
Yes, that's her husband. That's
then
not my
listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. I don't want you to sound stupid, because what you just said to me is stupid. If you're having a conversation with your mother who lives with her husband, and you're asking your mother to take an infant into the house to take care of that infant, it has to do with her husband who lives there. He's not delivering a pizza. He lives there.
See, this is a problem that I have with a lot of women. Based off of this clip, from my understanding, it looks like the mother have a daughter, and the daughter wanted the mom to take care of an infant child. Could be her child. Most likely it's her child. She wants her mom to take care of her child. I don't know if it's temporarily or permanently. And they must have been going back and forth. And her husband, her mom's husband, her stepfather, comes in and say, yo, listen, you need to stop trying to take advantage of your mother. Now, it could be more to impact why he would say that she's taking advantage of her, and maybe it's some other stuff going on where the mother is constantly watching her child, constantly maybe even paying her bills, and maybe the mom is like, I'm just tired, like, you know, I've raised you, I'm not trying to raise my grandbaby too. I can help out, but I'm not trying to raise. This is all speculation. Again, based off this little clip, this is what I'm getting from it. I could be wrong, could be right, I don't know. But this is the crazy part. The crazy part is that she thinks that it's okay to disrespect her stepfather, her mother's husband, because that's not her daddy. She said he's not legally my father. So she thinks it's okay to disrespect him. How can you sit here and tell this man that this ain't got nothing to do with you? This is between me and my mama. And this is exactly why a lot of brothers are out there saying, I don't want to mess with a woman with children. You know, this was not a conversation before that I remember. I don't remember a conversation where men were actually saying like, man, I don't know about messing with a woman with kids. It was kind of like the older you got, you kind of knew that it just came with the territory. You necessarily didn't want it, but men was like, I kind of knew it came with the territory. But now men are actually advocating and saying, leave these women alone that have children. And the sad part is this woman is a grown woman. She's not even a young child. Not even a young child. So it's not even like this man married this woman and now he's dealing with a young child that he has to raise up and got to deal with the baby daddy and all that. This is a grown woman that most likely has children herself. And yet she comes in his house, tries to take advantage of his wife. Then when he corrects her and say, yo, look, it's not going to go down like that. She thinks she then can disrespect him and tell him you ain't got nothing to do with this. Are you out of your freaking mind? And did you see the facial expression she was making? It was disgusting. That's another thing that women have, these nasty attitudes. Like, it's not even sometimes what they say. It's their facial expressions, their body language, where they fix their lips up and crunch their noses up. It's disgusting. It's like they act like they're throwing a tantrum, like they're freaking 2 years old. Like, what is wrong with your mental state that you think that it's okay to come into your mother's home, who is a married woman, and think that you can just disrespect her husband, your stepfather, and that's okay? And you know, Judge Judy called it right on the head. How does this have nothing to do with him when he lives there? He lives there. So you're going to try to bring an infant child in his home for his wife to take care of, and most likely he's probably going to have to help out too. And then you have the audacity when he comes in and tells you, yo, chill. Stop trying to take advantage of her. You want to try to check him and say, I don't got to listen to you because you ain't my daddy. What type of childish stuff is this? And just imagine if this is how she treats her mother's husband. How is she treating the father of her kids or her husband? How is she treating her husband's mother? You see what I'm saying? It's this disgusting thing. And what you women do not seem to comprehend and understand this. These men are not going to keep dealing with this. They're already huddling up in little groups and saying, listen, y'all, don't even mess with women with kids. You guys are going to create a situation where they're not going to want nothing to do with you. Do you understand that? Now, I'm not sitting here trying to say, oh, these men are just top notch and they just do everything right. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is I can only go off of what this video is showing now. Yes, there will be other videos, other times where we'll evaluate situations where men have done some foul things, of course. But with this video at this moment, we need to reflect on this situation that involve women that are suffering with this. You having children and you're not married. You do not have a committed relationship. And now you're trying to throw your child off on your mother who already done raised you. And then in the process, you think it's okay to disrespect not only your mother, but also her husband. You have no respect for marriage, no respect for the foundation of a family, no respect. You could tell by the look on her face and the attitude that she had. And it's going to get to the point, women, where men are not going to continue to deal with this. It's already starting to happen. They're asking women, what are you bringing to the table? They were not doing this before. They weren't. But they're doing it now. And they're doing it because of your entitled, nasty attitude that you think you just the cream of the crop because you got a Volvo. No. No. It is more of us than them. They have so many more options and choices. Do you not understand that or comprehend that? We have got to stop making excuses for our behavior. Yes, we're growing up in homes with our fathers. Yes, a lot of us have been abused physically and sexually. Yes, we have trauma that we need to go through, that we need to deal with. Well, then let's do that. Let's stop carrying all that trauma and hatred and baggage into relationships with these men. And then when it doesn't work out, say he's the dog. Let's heal. Let's start making some changes within our own lives and our own self. What do you think if a woman has 4 or 5 kids with 3, 4 different baby daddies? That's one woman, but you got 4 different men that done went up in her and procreated with her. How can this woman not see I am a problem? I'm a problem. I'm making bad choices. I'm not doing the right thing. How can you not comprehend and see that? But you're not. Instead, you're pointing at the man and saying, well, what about him? We need to learn to look in the mirror and start working and fixing on ourselves, because it is going to come a time where these men aren't even going to approach you anymore. And that's not what you want, sisters. We have really got to start holding each other accountable and starting to make changes. This is so unacceptable, so embarrassing, and so disgusting. And I am ashamed